It's me, Morgan.
And Paul, let's go. It's spoiler season for Capenna. It has started.
Look at that mysterious limousine, dude.
You're going right for the
Are
limousine.
you kidding me? That thing's... We need a full art foil limousine for the fucking commander deck. You keep hiding people's stuff in the limousine, right? And then
you can take other people's creatures,
yeah,
throw them in the trunk, and then they don't get them back, so the limousine gets blown up.
Or you could stick all your creatures in the trunk and then blow up the board. You get all your stuff back.
It comes crawling out like a clown car.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. You got the getaway car. The flavor is pretty cool in this set, eh?
There is a drug fountain. Halo is the substance everyone's after, but it's not a drug. Wizards doesn't like that. And it's a white card, too. What do you know? The traditional, ridiculous white win condition there.
Stay away from the fountain, folks. Greg, we know you're going right for it.
Untap 15-year bros to win the game.
Yeah.
Partying at the fountain too much.
Let's hit the fountain, bro. Woo!
All right, so all 5 of the family leaders have been spoiled now.
The crime bosses.
I think Lord Xander still is the best.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. What about Rafine, the scheming seer, Paul?
Seems like a miss.
How about Falco Spara? He's got a good name.
He's looks like a sparrow, but he's a Spara.
He's a pact weaver.
He does get a shield counter.
All right, and we can't not talk about the cat demon.
It's 9 cats inside a trench coat.
It's like
isn't it?
my cat.
Yeah.
He's the leader
It's
up
like
the
there's
top.
8 others in there running the trench coat. And Zayatora does look pretty good, I think.
Yep, demon dragon. That could go right in the dragon commander deck.
Or your demon deck. All 3 planeswalkers are spoiled today, and yeah, I think they're all fairly mediocre.
What are you doing making Vivian cost 6? That's terrible.
Yeah, she's the birthing pod on a or on a planeswalker now, right? But
Yeah.
it's 6. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's already game over by the time you want to play that.
And I mean, Obnixilis, it's never really been a good Obnixilis, has there, Paul? I mean, he was okay in War of the Spark.
Yeah, but
His
I think that
static
trend
ability.
continues. It's at
Yeah.
least a 3 CMC planeswalker, but it could be good later game, right? When your power might be higher in your creatures and you can get a good sack win condition in off of them, right?
That's right.
With the casualty. But
Take him to the fountain.
take them to the fountain. No, you need 15 freaking
Oh.
tapped creatures, man.
And you got another Praetor, eh?
So that's the big news. I think that's the best news of the set so far, Praetor. So odds are there'll be a Phyrexian text version of that, right?
Come on. I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'd be like, whoa, that was shocking. Because there's one coming. Full art Phyrexian.
Again,
Etched.
yeah.
Gilded.
It's got to be there.
What's going on?
Elspeth, though, I don't know. It just looks like another generic white planeswalker. It reminds me of this Ajani from back in the day.
5 cast.
It only, it costs more, so the effects are a little better. Let us know what you think in the comments.
What do you think about that wiretapping, Paul? You want to do some wiretapping this weekend?
You were talking, there might be a way to abuse this somehow.
It's possible.
It's gotta be, right?
Look at it. Like,
With bouncing, it's blue, so you're off to a good start.
all
right?
it takes is a Yorion and a Reliquary Tower to abuse that card.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a million cards like those.
And
so
exactly. Would you let this guy park your car,
It's
Paul?
devilish. The bigger the party, the more damage he does.
Oh,
right?
no.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Lastly, as far as spoilers go today, guys, there is one card on Mythic Spoiler called Nimble Larcenist, and it has a really, really gold border. And
Gilded
also
foil?
this week, a secret lair was announced called the Streets of New Capenna Gilded Foil.
And there's an Atraxa Praetor's voice in there, and it kind of reminds me of the Nimble Arsonist, eh?
Yeah, so I don't know. Is that like a gold etched? Is that what is going to be in this set?
I hope
Is it going to
so.
be some of the chase cards?
I hope Gilded Foil is etched, because those things never curl, right?
Yeah, but that
They look
card
good.
is not very good. It's not like we just saw in Kamigawa where there wasn't very many etched.
Oh, yeah.
but
The
that
Larcenist.
isn't the Larcenist is uncommon, and
Yeah.
it looks like the same foiling as what's in the secret lair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Keep an eye on that coming up, but hopefully we have more chase cards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving right along to the next topic. We had some discussion in the Discord today. People want to know about Logan Paul and what he's up to. The Liquid Marketplace, he's calling it. He's starting another company. And basically it's about fractional shares of a collectible item. So once collectibles get super expensive and most people can't afford an entire Black Lotus for themselves, what they'll do is basically a third-party company will have that Black Lotus, we'll use as the example. They keep it stored in a climate-controlled vault forever.
Yep.
And people can buy fractional shares of the card. So you'll never get anything. This isn't for playing at all. This is
No.
purely an investment
Yep.
thing is all it is. And it's been done before with sports cards. I'm sure there's other collectible markets out there we're not aware of that do it.
Yep.
But what you're doing is you're hoping to buy in low and then sell high. in
Yeah.
10 to 20 years, right? You buy 1/50th of a Black Lotus,
Yep.
and it's worth whatever now,
Or
$1,000.
PSA 10 Charizard.
Yeah,
right?
Charizard, tons of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you buy in for $1,000 or whatever, and then hopefully when you go to sell, that card as a whole has gone up, and there's another person that wants to buy in to your piece of the pie,
And you sell
someday down the road, and you sell it and
For
that's it.
profit, right?
Yeah,
That's how investments work.
it's simple investment. Don't look at it like you own 1/50th of a Lotus. You
No.
don't. You're just betting against the value of the Lotus to go up.
If you want a Lotus, just get a Lotus.
And the only way this can work is if people want to continue to buy into it in the
Yeah.
future.
That's right. So 10 years down the road, if you go to sell your share of the PSA 10 Charizard and nobody wants to buy it, well,
If nobody cares anymore, you're in trouble.
you could be there, right? I mean, it's a possibility.
But that's with anything in life, right? With
Yeah.
any investment, there's always risk.
This is an interesting idea, though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Guess what you won't be buying into? A first edition case of Pokemon. Oh, too soon?
G.I. Joe.
The real American hero.
You can look at it however you want, but it's just another investment tactic that people use.
And you know what, folks? Knowing is half the battle.
Moving along, the channel's meme card. Great
Yeah.
whale on the reserve list. We continue to buy them. Thanks to everybody else on the Discord that continues to buy them. And check out this price here, Morgan.
What's
It's
happening?
messing up.
What's going on? It's snaking like crazy.
I thought this might probably be just a coincidence because we really just started this. Guys have been buying it. Thanks, guys. But
Edwin the Magic Engineer from Open Boosters, thanks for the comment. Yeah, deserts are $20 now. Crazy, right, Paul?
that is crazy. At first, I thought maybe we screwed up because you said it. So, but
It happens.
upon further review, they're there to $20 American near mint, of course.
Yeah.
We always talk about near mint. So then I thought, well, this is crazy. The whales are up. The deserts are up. What else is up?
Dual lands. At least this one.
Plateau's up. What else is up?
Whoa.
Uh-oh. And yeah, so it's not an across the board
Sad snake.
increase. Tiger's down. All the blue dual lands were down, and I stopped checking after
I mean,
that.
Tiger sucks anyway.
It probably was a
But
coincidence.
so did
hey,
Plateau.
we just wanted to plug Great Whales for a minute.
Yep.
And finally, the other thing you might have missed this week, of course, is another Secret Lair super drop.
Yeah.
What do you think, Morgan? Let's start at the top.
All right, I'm a personal fan of it. I did really like the artwork. I'm really interested in the gilded foil. The lands, Paul, what do you think? They look pretty cool for a really sort of basic art, eh?
They do. They're pastels.
They
They're
are.
watercolors. Oh,
Yeah.
Greg would love them.
Oh.
But going back to the first one, though, you know, so there's only 3 cards in that?
Yeah, because they're good cards. Trax of Praetor's Voice.
You also got Brea and Yidris. So a pretty good commander lineup, right?
Yeah, I mean, Trax is your big card there, but not bad. Look at her. Look at her. Flying, Death Touch, Vigilance, Lifelink.
Yikes.
And then you got these artist series happening, right? And they look pretty good. I mean, I like that forest from the...
Magali Villeneuve.
Yeah, good forest. Looks like something out of Indiana Jones.
And it's not bad. Mother of Runes, they're all kind of like middle of the road cards, right?
Yeah, and Death Shadow, another Double Masters reprint. Elvish Mystic.
Do people still play Death Shadow?
I don't know.
In Vintage, wasn't it?
Or Legacy.
Like, oh, maybe it's Legacy.
Legacy, I think.
Next up, we got... Why do you make me read the names?
Paul, you're the name guy.
Siddharth Chaturvedi.
Sorry if I got that wrong. I mean, this one's pretty cool because it has Concordant Crossroads, right?
That is the main attraction here. I
Yeah.
mean, you also have a man in a boat on the island.
That Nomad Outpost, boring. Enters tapped, crappy land.
Did you want to read this one or you want me to? It's Wayne Reynolds.
Oh, no!
Third artist series.
You got it! And this one I find so far is the weakest of all the Secret Layers. SRAM, blah. Balthor, okay, that's the zombie dwarf, that's a few bucks. Torbran, I mean, yeah, it was a good card back in Standard. And who cares
Still readily available.
about Depala? Boring.
And it's still just a heavily armored dwarf.
Oh yeah, you know what I just
Sorry,
noticed?
Wayne.
I just noticed that this is an entire dwarf Secret Layer. Okay, yeah, well, it's dwarves. If you like dwarves, this is the one for you.
Wayne loves his dwarves. Now, this is the one I tried to explain to you back in our last box opening, actually, with Kamigawa. I said, did you see the left-handed Secret Lair?
Oh yeah.
Here it is.
And I did like this. This really struck me. I like that the Planeswalker plus minuses are on the right-hand side, loyalty counters on the left. I totally get it now.
Casting costs and
Yeah.
everything. Oh, it's pretty cool.
I mean, the power and toughness is reversed. Yeah, it is cool. Kind of reminds you of the Viscerous here without the reverse text, right?
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, most of the cards are
Boring.
Not for us.
Boring.
And lastly, it wouldn't be a super drop without a kind of a goofy, fantastic. We love cards like this, but it is by Roman Kalanick.
Oh, look at
Roman
these arts.
Kalanick, yeah. Look at these. Vengevine, Goblin Settler.
The oof.
The oof. So yeah, the flavor text on the oof is fantastic. They're all pretty fun cards.
How about the Vengevine? Rargle, Rargle, Rargle.
It's like a Yargle, but
It's Rargle.
Yeah.
I love it. And the Vengevine kind of reminds me of like, those plants in the jungle that just, you don't want to touch them because they'll eat you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's it right there, man. He's cool.
All right, guys, that about wraps it up for today. Tomorrow we have a little video on uncurling your foils properly without stretching them or physically
Or bending them.
Around a Pringles can.
Now, we'll tell you more about it tomorrow.
Lots more coming up. Hit the sub button if you're new. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.